So you bought a 3D printer. It's probably sitting on your desk, on the floor, on the counter. We have designed a lot of different 3D printer stands. Now we're going to design the ultimate 3D printer stand. Here's our current design in Autodesk Fusion. This isn't done yet. We're still working on it. There's going to be a lot of other shelves that go along with this. This is just where the printer sits. And we're doing a whole series of short videos on this build, starting out with the design process, all the way to building it out in the shop. And here's the goal, a complete modular system that will hold all different types of printers. We took all of the good ideas that we learned from the past designs and added them to this design. But in order to get this design out of the computer and into the real world, we have to lay it out flat so that we can cut it on our Avid CNC. And Fusion has a cool way of simulating what the CNC is going to do and how it's going to cut out the parts, so we don't make a lot of mistakes and waste a lot of material. And it's worth mentioning here that I am not a programmer, and this is not programming. I'm an artist. I learned how to do a lot of this stuff by watching YouTube videos, and you don't have to be super technical to know how to do all this stuff. The majority of what I'm doing here, designing stuff in Fusion and cutting it out on the Avid CNC, anyone can do this. You don't need to know how to script or code or anything like that. It's all interface driven and it's pretty user friendly. There is a steep learning curve in Fusion, but once you get past it, you can make this kind of stuff all day long. So after we get all the parts cut out, we start assembling it by gluing and screwing and clamping. And it's really good that we're prototyping this because I've already found a few mistakes in the design that we need to update. And if you end up buying one of our kits and build this at home, make sure to pre-drill your screw holes. This will keep the wood from splitting and it'll countersink all your screws. So here's our first prototype. And it's a good thing we are prototyping because there's a lot of minor tweaks that need to be made. At the last minute, I made a height adjustment that kind of threw a lot of things off. Let's get the printer in and I'll show you what I mean, if I can. So there's not enough clearance right here where these brackets are and the top of the printer stand. So we need at least maybe 1/4 of an inch here to make sure that there's no bumping or the printer doesn't vibrate and hit this. So that needs to be changed. I completely messed up all of the pre-drilled screw holes for the drawer sliders. They were not in the correct spot at all. That needs to be fixed. I just screwed them in there for right now just so it worked and you can see it. But yeah, that's got to be resolved. And there's a bunch of other minor measurement tweaks that we need to make just so things fit more properly. But it's really good that we tweak and update this now so that when you get a stand like this, or you want to build this with our plans, it's very accurate, everything fits together, it's easy to assemble. It's not completely frustrating with all the mistakes that I made. And like I mentioned before at the start of this video, this is just the shelf for the printer. If you look at this 3D printed mock-up that we did, there's an AMS shelf that goes above it. There's a top shelf cap piece that you can use for additional storage. There's going to be a base with adjustable feet, which is hard to see because it's pretty thin and black down there. And then there's going to be a few extra shelves with a few extra features that'll make life a lot easier if you're into 3D printing. So we want to try to make this project as cool as possible. So if you have any ideas for features or design ideas to make it look more modern or sci-fi, let us know and your ideas might make it into the final design. And we're trying to keep all these videos really short because people's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. If there's an area of this or something that I glossed over that you want to see more of, please let us know. In the next video, we're going to talk about filament poop and poop waste and how we're handling all the printer poop that comes out of the backs of these Bamboo Lab printers. So stay tuned and check our channel for an update. It should be out pretty soon since these are so short, and we appreciate you watching. Thanks.